right, here we go. So, episode 3, 19 days till they're coming to get me, or not. 19 days till they're expecting me to turn myself in. And I'll be honest with you, I kind of been a bit distracted by other things. Speaking of kidnapping, my ex-girl got kidnapped, and so that was a whole thing last night. She's out. They didn't keep her too long, but so that's where my mind's been, and just hoping she's all right. All right, so you know, there's a lot of details of all this that I haven't shared with you, and it's not that they're not pertinent to the whole story, just kind of boring. So let's skip that shit. So I slept till about 4:30 this evening, and wind has been going crazy. Gonna go to the bar across the street, and I don't think I can leave this dog alone. He's losing his damn mind when the wind rocks the damn truck back and forth. You know, basically I would just like to inspire people, and I would also like people to I want to present you with questions. Not that you need to answer them to me at all. I just want you to answer them for yourself, you know, because life requires thinking ahead a little bit. And I tell you what, if you're not worried at all about you ever winding up in the situation I'm in, you better be. You better be. Because everybody has a limit, and everybody assumes their limit will never be reached. Well, that's because your limit is always well out in front of whatever you're actually having to put up with right now. You know, well, yeah, I gotta register my gun, but you know, I can have one. They're not telling me I can't have one. God bless America. I need a driver's license to drive the vehicle that I bought on the road that my dollars paid for at the pump, at least at the pump, and then some. So what I never understood is, you know, everybody talks about roads. That's why we need taxes. Okay, well, every penny you spend at the pump has a portion of a penny attached to it that goes to taxes. Supposed to be able to keep up the roads. You know, I don't know if there's a better plan than that, but that's like the tax, one of the taxes that like I mind the least. I do like when it's displayed at the pump. Yeah, it'd be nice to just have some clarity and honesty in this world. This little truck stop that I'm at just reminded me of, you know, kind of the world you'd like to create. I'm sitting at this little truck stop, and this place is really like a gem, a little gem of a truck stop. Like, they got a food that is more than reasonably priced. It's a little bit cheap, but the food is really good. It's always hot, and this place is stuffed every night. And they make sweets. And they got cookies and pie and sweets out the ass. That's kind of, it's like their specialty or something. Anyway, but the people here seem to be good at their job, and they seem to give a shit. That's the big thing. I mean, it's nice that a place like this is a result. I think it's Johnson Station or something like that, Wisconsin. You'd think I'd learn the name of the place, So before I try to plug it, I'm sorry, you get no plug, because I can't remember the name of your truck stop, and I don't see it on a big sign anywhere, which is kind of good, because truckers will find you. If you can park a truck there and get a good meal, they will beat a path to your door. Well, no, you got to beat the path. You got to beat the path, but if they can get to your door, they'll come and they will buy some shit from you. I started another video tonight, and it just started talking about my girl, and then I started rambling about my girl, and then I realized this is shit, not my girl, force of habit, my ex-girl, and I realized I can't put the things that I said out there. So let's do video number 2, and only she gets to see video number 1. Well, this is video number 3. I'm going to call this number 2.5, because that way it'll even out, because I included another video in the playlist where I was sitting down there on my land and I was talking about a lot of this stuff, you know, sitting there looking at the place that I'm trying not to lose. So that'll even out, because right now there's a video that's not called an episode, but it's on that playlist, and then I got 1 and 2, and so if I put this video on there, it'll be 4. No, so I don't call it 2.5. I'd have to call it 4, make people wonder what happened to 3. You know what? I'm pretending like the 12 people who watch this give a shit. And they probably don't. Most people that are going to see these are going to see them through links, and they're going to be good friends. If you're watching these and I don't know you, you know, just send me a message. Or if I do know you, send me a message if you want. But if I don't, just send me a message and say hi, and you know, I wouldn't mind, you know, when I do have the podcast, to be able to share stories of other people, and stories that are maybe about this. Is just, I'm just thinking of this just now. Stories that are about being faced with a choice between principle and practical, when neither one on the surface seems acceptable, and seeing like there's a third option. And I've always told myself philosophically that if it ever seems like you can't do the only options that are available to you, keep looking, because there's another option. And so I'm exploring those options, and you know, I'm kind of prioritizing them. The easiest way is to pay the shit and go on, because I still got a good income and a decent job. But you know, that means at least another year in this truck. At least. And I didn't want to do that. But damn it, I'm only 44. I can be 45 and out from under this shit and still have everything I plan to have in a couple months from now. Thinking long term. But am I going to look myself in the mirror every day and feel like a bitch? Because I have felt like that before, but I haven't felt like that for a very long time. And if I pay them, that's what I'm going to feel like. All right, well, 10 minutes is enough for the day. I don't feel like I had enough interesting things to talk about. Tell me what you're up to. Say hi. And remember, the light at the end of the tunnel may be you. That was dramatic. I was off the cuff, though. Maybe I should be on TV. Probably not.